Now, let's turn our focus to a pressing issue in Sudan, which also reflects a significant challenge in Iraq's development efforts. According to an advisor in Sudan, many state employees there are still unfamiliar with basic computer usage. This is a major obstacle when it comes to modernizing and streamlining government functions. Similarly, Iraq faces a significant gap in digital skills within its workforce. In response, Iraq is moving forward with plans to create a digital academy designed to hire and train millions of employees to equip them with the skills needed for the digital age. This initiative is being led by the private sector, not the government, with notable partnerships with tech giants like Microsoft and Apple. Currently, Iraq has 5.25 million state employees, but the majority of them lack the essential computer skills needed to meet the demands of a modern economy. Although the Digital Academy is a promising step forward, it underscores the vast gap in skills that Iraq must address if it hopes to transition into the digital era. As we pivot to the topic of Iraq's economy, it's important to acknowledge the lack of confidence in the country's economic outlook. While Iraq has been attempting to initiate several development projects, many are skeptical about their impact. Even if the government manages to implement some of these projects, they're unlikely to make the sweeping changes that Iraq desperately needs. A significant reason for this uncertainty is the geopolitical situation, with Iraq's alignment in the Middle East being called into question. For instance, reports suggested that Hezbollah and Hamas were planning to set up their headquarters in Iraq. While it seems like those plans might not materialize, this raised concern about Iraq's direction and its potential impact on the economy. If Iraq aligns itself with unstable or controversial groups, it could alienate foreign investors and limit its economic growth. Furthermore, Hezbollah, once a formidable force, has been severely weakened in recent years, which only adds to the uncertainty in the region. Switching gears, let's take a look at a global financial trend: the decline of cash transactions. In today's video, we're going to explore what this trend means for IQD investors and the future of money in Iraq. As the governor of the Central Bank of Iraq, Ali Mohsen Alek, pointed out, the world is rapidly moving toward digital payments. This shift is already happening, and it carries significant implications for those holding on to their IQD banknotes. Let's explore why this shift is occurring and what it means for you as an investor. Many of you may be worried about the value of your IQD banknotes, given the growing trend of digital payments. However, experts suggest that there is no immediate threat to your cash, and many Iraqis are still showing confidence in the future of their currency. But things are definitely changing. At a recent conference in Baghdad, the governor shared some promising updates about Iraq's progress with digital payments. He highlighted the sharp rise in the use of ATMs and e-wallets, which are helping to promote financial inclusion in the country. Over the past 2 years, Iraq's financial inclusion has jumped from 20% to 40%, which is an impressive leap, and reports suggest that the finance ministry is preparing for an adjustment in the exchange rate to better align it with the reality of the country's economic situation. If Iraq does adjust its exchange rate, what impact will that have on everyday Iraqis? Well, a change in the REER could affect the prices of imported goods. If the REER falls and the currency weakens, import prices would rise, making everyday products like food and household items more expensive. Conversely, a stronger dinar could make Iraqi goods cheaper for foreign buyers, potentially increasing exports and boosting sectors like manufacturing and agriculture, which could lead to more job opportunities. What about personal finances? If you've traveled abroad or sent money to family members in another country, a change in the exchange rate will affect how much your money is worth abroad. If the dinar strengthens, your funds will go further, making international purchases and remittances cheaper. However, if the dinar weakens, those same transactions will cost more, which could lead to additional financial strain. The government is aware of the pressures many families are facing due to price increases. These decisions surrounding the exchange rate are not just abstract numbers. They have real implications for people's lives. The finance ministry is working on policies to stabilize the currency and manage inflation. This could include measures like adjusting interest rates, seeking partnerships with international financial institutions, or negotiating agreements that could help protect Iraq's currency. The government is hoping that these changes will also attract foreign investment and strengthen the local economy. So what can you do as an Iraqi citizen or investor? Staying informed is key. By understanding the impact of these financial changes on your everyday life, you can make smarter decisions. whether it's in your personal spending, savings, or investments. Engage with local businesses and keep a close eye on how the economic landscape shifts. If you have thoughts, experiences, or questions about these changes, don't hesitate to share them in the comments below. As we look ahead, remember that changes in the financial landscape present both risks and opportunities. Keep an eye on global and local economic trends and always make informed decisions based on the evolving situation. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll explore more about investing in Iraq and the broader Middle East. More Iraqis now have access to banking services, which is a positive indicator for the country's overall economic health. So what does this mean for cash transactions? The governor noted that as more people in Iraq adopt digital payment methods, cash usage is expected to decline gradually. This is part of a broader global trend, as many central banks worldwide are making moves towards reducing reliance on cash. In response to this, the Central Bank of Iraq is also planning to develop its own digital currency, which could help streamline government services and facilitate quicker and safer transactions. For you, as an IQD investor, it's important to keep an eye on how quickly digital payments gain popularity in Iraq. If more people start using digital payment methods, it could decrease the overall demand for cash, which might in turn impact the value of IQD banknotes. As such, it might be wise to think about diversifying your investments to reduce exposure to cash holdings. In addition, the rise of digital finance offers opportunities to simplify the way you store and transfer money. Using an e-wallet, for example, could make managing your funds more convenient and secure. It could also open up new opportunities for saving and investing. However, it's important to keep in mind that the transition to digital finance won't happen overnight. Many people, particularly older generations, may be hesitant to adopt these technologies. As a result, cash will still be in circulation for a while, and it's crucial to remain flexible as the situation evolves. As we wrap up this segment, let's reflect on what we've discussed so far. Iraq's economy is at a crossroads. The rise in digital payments presents both challenges and opportunities for investors, and it's more important than ever to stay informed about these changes. If you found this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates on Iraqi finance and investment opportunities. We'd also love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on the shift toward digital payments in Iraq? Drop a comment below and let us know. Now let's shift gears and dive into another important topic, the real effective exchange rate, REER. This economic term is crucial for understanding a country's competitiveness on the global market. Simply put, the REER compares the value of a country's currency to a basket of other currencies, taking inflation into account. When the REER goes up, it indicates that a country's currency is stronger. This makes exports more expensive and imports cheaper. On the other hand, when the REER falls, it can make exports more competitive, but it also raises the cost of imports. So what's happening in Iraq regarding the exchange rate? There are a number of factors at play here, and it's essential to understand the economic context. Iraq has been dealing with a roller coaster of challenges, both external and internal, that have had a significant impact on its economy. A major factor in Iraq's economic landscape is oil, which makes up a large portion of the country's revenue. Given the volatility in global oil prices, Iraq's economy can be heavily affected by fluctuations. This has led the government to reconsider its approach to the exchange rate.